Here's my preview of the Baylor versus number 16 Oklahoma women's basketball game. And I'll put the stats in the description below. And I tell you one thing. That was an impressive win against Iowa State, but you got to move on. And I know Oklahoma's well rested somewhat with that dominant win recently against West Virginia. But some players to keep an eye on, and I'm going to put the stats in the description below, are Maddie Williams, number 25, 5'11" forward. That's a senior. Thank goodness she's a fifth year. This might be your last time you got to play against her. 16.5 points per game, 18 for 53 on threes, 63 for 82 on free throws, 6.1 rebounds per game, 2.4 fouls per game, 2.7 assists per game, 2.5 turnovers per game, 1.3 steals per game. Anna Lanusa, number 22, 5'11" guard. That's a senior. 12.9 points per game, 36 for 107 on threes, 35 for 54 on free throws, 3.5 rebounds per game, 2.1 fouls per game, 2.9 assists per game, 2 turnovers per game, 0.9 steals per game. I realized that this next player, I got the height wrong previously, so I changed it. I mean, like that last time against him, I thought she was 5'7". She's actually 5'11". Gives a few more inches. And Taylor Robertson, number 30, 5'11" guard. That's a senior. 11.7 points per game. 63 for 142 on threes. 39 for 41 on free throws. 3.8 rebounds per game. 1.2 fouls per game. 2.6 assists per game. 0.8 steals per game. 0.9 turnovers per game. She could go off. In the past, she's done that. I mean, Skylar Van, number 24, 5'11" guard. That's a junior. And this is your last time you're going to play against, hopefully, Taylor Robertson. We'll have to wait and see in the conference tournament, an NCAA tournament. But Skylar Van averages 11.1 points per game, 16 for 58 on threes, 29 for 37 on free throws, 10.1 rebounds per game, 2.1 fouls per game, 2.7 steals per game, 1.7 turnovers per game. Nevaeh Tot, number 1, 5'2" guard. That's a junior. 8.4 points per game, 34 for 87 on threes, 31 for 35 on free throws, 3.1 rebounds per game, 1 foul per game, 3.7 assists per game, 2.1 turnovers per game, 0.8 steals per game. This guy is a fourth-year senior, number 34, 6'2" forward. That's a senior. 7.7 points per game, 1 for 7 on threes, 37 for 59 on free throws, 6.1 rebounds per game, 3.1 fouls per game though, 1.3 steals per game. Turnovers per game, 0.9 steals per game, 0.6 blocks per game. Aubrey Jones, yeah, that's the sister of Ashley Jones. She was at Iowa State previously, but now she's at Oklahoma this year. Number 20, 5'8" guard. That's a junior, 4.9 points per game, 20 for 63 on threes, 14 for 17 on free throws, 3.2 rebounds per game, 0.7 steals per game, 1.4 fouls per game. Beatrice Colton, number 0, 6'3" center. That's a freshman, 4 points per game. 26 for 34 on free throws, 2.5 rebounds per game, 1 turnover per game, 2 fouls per game. Kirsten Johnson, number 5, 6'4" forward. That's a freshman, 3.5 points per game, 0 for 13 on threes, 12 for 22 on free throws, 2.5 rebounds per game, 0.7 turnovers per game, 1.3 blocks per game, 1 foul per game. Brandon Scott, number 2, 5'9" guard. That's a freshman, 3.4 points per game, 4 for 10 on threes, 13 for 19 on free throws, 2 turnovers per game, 0.9 fouls per game. And the last player I'm going to mention is Kennedy Tucker, number 4, 5'10" guard. It's a senior. I'm not sure. I don't think she's a fifth year. I think she's a fourth year. But I could be wrong. 2.5 points per game, 5 for 22 on threes, 17 for 23 on free throws, 2.1 rebounds per game, 1.3 turnovers per game, 0.7 steals per game, 2.3 fouls per game. That's just a basic rundown on the players to keep an eye on. They're going to really challenge us with conditioning. They're going to just go all the time. They will shoot a lot of threes. They will. You got to contain them. Of course, overall, foul trouble needs to be limited as much as possible. That's one definite key, and you got to play at your own pace and not at their pace. Defensively, you need to limit the 3-point shooting and make them shoot long twos instead of threes. That's easy enough. I mean, you gotta contain their best players, and like Matty Williams and Lunusa. I know that Taylor Robertson's going to get hers, but make it hard. Make it hard on every shooter out there. You got to limit the points in paint, second chance points, especially after rebounds, and you got to be prepared for long rebounds, and you got to rebound the ball really good in this game. Limit the points in transition as well as points on turnovers. And you got to force some turnovers on Oklahoma and get some easy transition points in turn. And you got to out-hustle them. Now, offensively, I know they're going to be scrappy. They will be scrappy. And they're just like last year's team on both ends of the floor. Just 1 year more experience than that system. And they added a few players, like a transfer and Albert Jones and all those other freshmen that don't play. I mean, that's what they are. I mean, now, you got to take care of the ball good in this game. You got to get some offensive rebounds so you could get some second chance points. You got to get points in the paint. Especially when the defense you could just pump fake and then drive to the basket. And go for the contact. You got to finish with it. Of course, fast break points would definitely help in this game. And points out turnovers, you got to get as many as possible. I mean, take good shots, crisp passing. And I will say, it will be huge if Caitlin Bickle would step up in this game. And I don't want her to be in foul trouble. That's obvious. We don't want her in foul trouble. I mean, Bella Farnsworth needs to step up after her last game with 5 fouls. I think she's going to be better this time. Hopefully. And she's starting now. You got to have Jamie Asbury step up. You got to have Jane Owens step up. You got to have Sarah Andrews step up. Jan Van Geinbeek, if she needs to step up, just do her role. Of course, Darielle Little Paige Buggs needs to do her thing too. I mean, on both ends. Of course, if Erica Porter gets to play, got to have her step up. Because remember last time we had some foul trouble issues, and she came up big against Oklahoma. You got to make your free throws count. You got to match the same energy as the opposing team. Of course, you want to limit Oklahoma on the free throw line as well. Of course, you want to. So, yeah, don't expect Kendra Gillespie off the bench. She's not been on the bench for a while now, I know. But I'm just saying that. You gotta have Kyrina step up if she gets to play. She unexpectedly played against Iowa State. But that one possession she was on defense, she was guarding Ashley Jones. And she did a good job on, it was like an inbounds, if you remember. And we stole the ball. So, it wasn't her, but it was somebody else. You gotta be mentally and physically tough in this game and can't back down to this team. And this is a big game right here. Loser of this game gets 4 conference losses and you're going to definitely drop in the standings. This is the battle for second place in the Big 12 here. So this is a huge game, especially when you're right behind Texas and you have a chance to control your own destiny here. Because, look, we're back in the conference title race. I mean, we're only 1 game back from Texas. And I don't expect Texas to go undefeated either. I don't the rest of the way. I just don't see it. I mean, first of all, us, Iowa State, Oklahoma, they already lost to Texas Tech. And Kansas State, they beat Iowa State. So, that's just naming some games right there. They could very well lose besides us. I mean, I'm just telling the truth. Forget TCU. Automatic. So, yeah, this is a big game right here. You got to keep yourself in the conference race. You got to come out with fire and be very competitive and and just show Oklahoma we're not going to back down to you at home. And we're going to sweep you here. Let's just go out there, do what we can to win this game, either convincingly or ugly or in between. It doesn't matter. Let's go get a victory here. Anyways, if you like this content, just like and subscribe. I see you guys later. 5 subscribers are on the road to it. Let's go.